You're my darling, darling baby. You're my darling, darling love. You're my darling, darling baby. I said you're everything I ever hoped for in a woman. And as long as I may live, I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. Jump on top of my dick and work them hips until I bust a shot. It doesn't stop. I'm only beginning. I'm boning your women. While you home all alone, I'm blowing up in them. Sending them back to you, mad at you. Don't catch a motherfucking attitude. I'm just showing you how this rapper do. Capital punishment when I'm up in it, sucking it, busting it out. Nice blouse. Let me unbutton it. You're fucking wit King Papi Chulo when knocking culo. Pop your mulos out the socket trying to ride with a sumo. You know my rise is high. Word I be drilling 'em. Bitches be trying to ride, but the current be killing 'em. Filling 'em with the cash. My cheese premium unleaded. Come get it. First wreck the ton, then let the pun hit it. Split it in half. Watch the gas. Baby, take a bath. Be good. I might put away the wood and give you the mustache. You're my darling, darling baby. I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling love. I'm not a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling baby. I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling love. I'm not a player. I just fuck a lot. I bang a stranger in my torture chamber, feed the locust tosha pinga, while I force my finger where my bollers linger. I bring the pain like method when I flex and flip the coochie. Puerto Rican to the core, but no Boricuas eat the pussy. Excuse me for being blunt, but I've been eating cunts since pimps was pushing pink caddies with the fish tank pumps. Bumping and grinding, simultaneously grinding. Climbing up the walls with my balls banging off your hymen. I'm a diamond in the rough UHH busting in your face. Taste the sweetness of my dick, rip your fetus out of place. Yo. Bitches already know the repertoire. Step in my car, let's start the menage a trois, like Escobar. By far, I'm the best at all sex positions. Forget the kissing, I'm skipping the tongue twisting, see extradition. Some chick in back of me bought me a dayqueerer. Told me, meet her in back of Zachary's. 'Cause she heard I was packing meat. I bagged the freak and hit the teller. Got the fillies, lifted her belly. And put it in her mouth like a quinelle. Far from ugly, but they used to say I'm too chubby. But since the money, the honey's got nothin' but love for me. So rub my tummy and make a wish. I'll make you rich. Take your kids to the flicks. Come back and fix your favorite dish. No! You crazy bitch. I ain't with that. I'm hit that. Split back to the shack where my other chick's at. Now, can you dig that? I'm the Mac, doing my thing. Pulling your strings, making you feel like you're in a dream. It's the king of the hip-hop quotables, giving you multiples, just by the tone of my voice in the vocal booth. I notice you doing your thing with your crew. Is it 8 if I come down there and sing to you? You're my darling, darling baby. I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling love. I'm not a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling baby. Yo, I ain't a player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling love. I'm no player. I just fuck a lot. You're my darling, darling baby. You're my darling, darling love. You're my darling, darling baby.
Ah, yes. Here we have a fascinating specimen of late 1990s hip-hop braggadocio, a track from the formidable Christopher Rios, known to the world as Big Punisher. The piece opens with a sample from the O'Jays' 1978 soul ballad, Darlin', Darlin' Baby, a tender declaration of romantic devotion that serves as a deliciously ironic counterpoint to what follows. The introductory verse presents a curious linguistic contradiction that became the artist's most enduring mantra: I ain't a player, I just fuck a lot. This, you see, is a classic example of the hip-hop artist having his cake and eating it too. A rhetorical device whereby one simultaneously denies a label while embodying its very essence through quantifiable action. The gentleman protests rather too much, one might observe. Now, the first verse. Here, our subject establishes his sexual credentials with all the subtlety of a bull elephant in must. He describes in remarkably graphic detail the mechanics of intercourse, positioning himself as a dominant alpha who bone in your women while their partners remain home all alone. The phrase blowing up in him refers to the act of ejaculation, while capital punishment serves as both his album title and a metaphor for his prowess. The rather crude reference to culo and mulos employs Spanish slang for buttocks, you see, connecting to his Puerto Rican heritage. The sumo imagery suggests his imposing physical stature, a detail of considerable importance to his self-image. The second verse grows even more, biologically explicit. He describes what can only be termed aggressive cunnilingus, claiming to have engaged in such practices since the era of pink caddies with the fish tank pumps, a reference to the flamboyant pimp culture of the 1970s. The line, Puerto Rican to the core, but no Boricuas eat the pussy, is particularly fascinating, suggesting a cultural stereotype he's either defying or embracing. It's quite ambiguous. The mention of Method alludes to Method Man of Wu-Tang Clan, known for his own vivid lyrical imagery. The third verse reveals the transactional nature of these encounters. A woman purchases him a cocktail, specifically a daiquiri, that most tropical of beverages, and arranges a rendezvous in back of Zachary's, presumably a local establishment. He references Akinyele's infamous 1996 oral sex anthem, then addresses his own physique. Far from ugly, but they used to say I'm too chubby. A moment of rare self-awareness before pivoting to how wealth has altered perceptions. The final lines reveal the hollowness of his promises. Take your kids to the flicks, come back and fix your favorite dish. Not! That final not, followed by multiple exclamation points, quite the punctuation choice, delivered with the flange effect, signifies his complete lack of commitment. The chorus, repeated ad nauseum, becomes a hypnotic mantra, the OJ's sweet harmonies clashing violently with Pun's crude assertions. It's a brilliant, if morally questionable, piece of sonic juxtaposition. Romantic soul music sampled to soundtrack what is essentially a treatise on promiscuity and emotional detachment. One must note the historical context. This was 1998. The apex of what scholars call bling-era hip-hop, where hypermasculinity and sexual conquest were currency. Big Pun, as the first solo Latino rapper to go platinum, occupied a unique space, representing his community while perpetuating its most troubling gender dynamics. The lyrics, while artistically clever in their internal rhyme schemes and flow, present a worldview where women are mere objects of conquest to be used and discarded with clinical efficiency. The specimen is complete. A remarkable, if rather distressing, artifact of its time, showcasing both the linguistic dexterity of a master wordsmith and the deeply problematic gender politics that permeated the genre. The tragedy, of course, is that Big Punisher would leave this mortal plane just 2 years later, his enormous talent silenced at 28, leaving behind this complicated legacy.